नमन है उन वीर शहीदों को जिन्होंने हमें आज़ादी दिलाई, नमन है उन वीर सपूतों को जिन्होंने भारत को बचाई। Good morning and namaskar to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Jagdish Kumar Patnaik, respected Registrar in Charge and Finance Officer Mr. N. Albert Khizo, our CDC Mr. Yandrin Thang Ejang, Deputy Librarian, our Joint Registrar, other officers, respected Deans of School of Social Sciences Professor M.K. Sinha, respected Dean of Sciences Professor M.S. Rawat, respected heads and directors of different departments or cells, and all the faculties of teaching fraternity and non-teaching staff of Nagaland University, principal and staff of KV Lumami, our security officer and his team, dear research scholars, students and all the dignitaries who are present here. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you all a very warm greetings on 77th Independence Day. Together as a member of Nagaland University to mark another landmark of celebration, allow me to welcome you all to this program. I would like to start by wishing you all a very happy Independence Day. We have gathered to celebrate India's 77th Independence Day. Today, we are reminded of the bravery and sacrifices made by our forefathers. On this historic occasion, let's remember that freedom is a precious gift that comes with responsibilities. We must uphold the values of unity, diversity, and progress that our nation stands for. As young citizens, we need to uphold unity and work towards progress. Let's use education as a tool to shape a brighter future. On this occasion, let's pledge to contribute positively to our country's growth. India is proudly observed its 77th Independence Day on the 15th of August, commemorating 76 years of cherished freedom. The theme for this year's celebration is Nations First, Always First, as a part of the grand Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav festivities. So with this, it gives me immense pleasure and privilege to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to give message on Independence Day. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dhar. Good morning to all of you. Happy Independence Day to all of you. My dear colleagues, deans, teachers, non-teachers, students, and everyone present over here. Today I am very delighted to stand before you to commemorate this 77th Independence Day. This is not only a very happy occasion to celebrate India's independence, but also the occasion to introspect and think for the future. Because these kind of days are only celebrated not for the purpose of celebration, but to take stock of what we have achieved. India has definitely made a mark in the world. Over a period of 76 years, we have tried to move from a subsistence economy to a prosperous economy. We have also moved from 32 crore population to 1.4 billion population. We have experimented with numerous strategies. We have evolved numerous mechanisms. We have put in place various institutions. It is interesting that these strategies, mechanisms, and institutions have given us dividend for protecting, nurturing, and feeling the freedom that we got 76 years back. The whole institutional structure, the political structure that we have adopted for ourselves has given us the most abundant freedom that nowhere in the world ever has. I have lived in the West for a while. I know the kind of freedom given to the citizens, and I also know the freedom we have in India. We are all proud Indian citizens, and we should feel proud for that, because the freedom, enormous freedom that we have to pursue everything. This is the only country in the world having the highest tolerance to everything. At times I think myself whether India is having democracy or having anarchical democracy. Everyone has a voice. The voiceless has also a voice. 76 years back, the voiceless, the subdued, the last man has now come up at the forefront. This is the only country in the world where we have the constitution which guarantees everything to everybody, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, and ethnicity. India is now the 5th largest economy in the world. And in no time, maybe within 3, 4, 5 years, will be the 3rd largest economy in the world. We are striding past, making mark at different levels. Even we have touched the moon. Our drone technology has reached the second to none. Our scientists are working for artificial intelligence. Our scientists are working for machine learning, Internet of Things. At the forefront, at the cutting edge of technology, the 4th industrial revolution. If the 4th industrial revolution happened in the West, then India is at the forefront. Our scientists, our technicians, our technocrats have done so much of work for making our life easier. Our society, our politics, our community, our ethnicity, all these things, they coexist, and having the most harmonious coexistence. Had it been in any other country in the world, the kind of heterogeneity that we have, the kind of variety we have, those countries would have shattered. But we have survived, and survived with gusto. We have survived with so much of strength, so much of vigor that no civilization has ever had. I speak about the civilization because I feel proud of the 5,000 years of recorded history of Indian civilization, which spreads from Afghanistan down to Southeast Asia, or even it has touched the other ancient civilization like Sumerian civilization. Euphrates Tigris civilization, the Chinese civilization. I want to point out here very interesting thing. The Chinese are always having a psychological feeling that these Indians, through their soft power, through their civilizational power, have subdued the Chinese civilization. It's not through the power of the arms, it's not the power of the force, but the power of Buddhism. It is the power of the religion. It is the power of the way of life, that Indian way of life, Bharat way of life. Because there was nothing called India. Bharat was there. Bharat is an ancient name. And we, in the constitution, have mentioned India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. Nowhere in the world there is a country which is a union of states. This is the only country where union of states, it recognizes the individual identities of everybody, every community, every group, every ethnicity, every society. And we have come together under a social contract to engage in the nation building project. I generally say nation building project. Reason is, still the nation building project is going on. We are having issues, we are having hiccups, we have got aberrations, but the project of nation building is still on. Because in the history of a country, 76 years is not long. Because of the civilizational linkage, because of the civilizational force, we have been able to sustain with our value system. And there is no compromise, I tell you, with the Indian value system, where we have got the utmost tolerance, utmost respect to each other. I have told you the extent of animosity, intolerance, and sense of individualism that other societies have, which has hardly any space in the Indian subcontinent. People say, the Westerners say, India is not a country, it is a subcontinent of gigantic proportion. It is an amazing country, amazing people, amazing civilization. Everybody has a space, everybody has a voice. We should be proud of this. This could be possible because of all of us. Our founding fathers who fought for us freedom and gave India freedom had sacrificed. Today we should remember and pay tribute to the founding fathers and our freedom fighters, our forefathers who dedicated themselves for getting freedom from the British colonial Raj. Yesterday we organized a webinar remembering the horrors of partition. That was on the 14th of 1947, when there was migration, cross-migration, movement of the people across the two countries, in then two countries, now of course there are three countries, India, Pakistan. Many people lost their lives. 20 to 30 million people lost their lives, and another 20-30 million people were displaced from across the border. That was the heavy price we had to pay. But nevertheless, we have been able to immediately face the situation and cope up with the myriad problems that we had. We did not have food to eat. No food grain production. No clothes to wear. No chappals. Now everybody is having chappal. We didn't have. During my childhood, I've seen many people wearing without having chappal. Bata company gave chappal to everybody. $4.99 a chappal. That's costing. When I was young, I was 10 years old, 10, 12 years old, I remember. And if you are having a chappal means you are educated, you are a rich man, rich person. Now the poorest of the poor is wearing chappal. You will not believe, if somebody wears the wristwatch, then people say that he must be an educated man. Such was the condition of denial during the colonial times in India, that the economy, not only the economic condition, the social condition, the political condition, and all of a sudden after we get independence, we were in the firmament, we got the independence, and subsequently we could march ahead. That is the greatness of this country. जो बोलते हैं ना भारत मेरा महान है, इसीलिए तो भारत महान है. For this reason India is great, because Indians and Indian citizens have been able to stand up to the challenges. We fought 4 wars, you can say. With Pakistan we had 3 wars. People say only 2, I say 3. Because in 47, 48 we had war. Then 65, then 71. With China we had a war. New country, young country, fighting the war. We lost, we won. We lost with China, but we won with Pakistan. Our military might was not a match with even Pakistani military might in terms of arms. Our Dakotas were destroying the American saber jets because of the gallantry of our armed forces, the courage, the determination of our armed forces, our soldiers to guard our territory, to protect the country. That's the reason why India is great. Our farmers brought green revolution. Our farmers brought white revolution. Now we are in a position to export food grain to the rest of the world. There was a time America was giving us doles under PL 480. And America was taking advantage of our poverty. They were not giving us technology. India is the mother of democracy, and the Western world always claims that they have been the pioneers of democracy. Here I want to explain 2 sentences about the mother of democracy. People may have doubt in their minds. What is this mother of democracy? Democracy is not only an electoral arrangement. It is not only an electoral arrangement, it is also a principle of living, where we have got the opportunity, the space for this debate, discussion, and discourse. India is the only country since ages, ancient times, we have the freedom to question. Here I want to tell you about Plato, Aristotle. Plato belonged to 327 BC, that time. Even earlier, a little bit, a few years. And he wrote a book. In that book, could not talk about democracy. Aristotle also could not talk about democracy properly, because his model of democracy is not the model of democracy we had in the ancient Indian civilization. Because here I am making a comparison between the Greek civilization and American civilization. If the Greeks can claim that they had democracy in their city-states, Athens, Sparta did not have democracy. Athens had democracy. But in India, in our villages, the self-sustaining, self-sufficient village system, panchayat system, was in place, where the panchayat head was being questioned by the panchayat members. Even ordinary man can question the head of the village. Simple example is, I don't know how many of you understand this. Even a washerman, in Ramayana it is written, the washerman questioned the conduct of Ramachandra, the king. And Ramachandra got touched by the statement made by that washerman. Eventually he had to give up the throne. Such was the kind of understanding and extent of recognition of the voice of the underdog during ancient time. And this recognition of the voice of the underdog, the voice of the underclass, does continue in its own way, in its own dimension. That is the beauty of India. We have made industrial revolution. The giant industrial complexes that we see have emerged as the temples of modern India. If you want to have a temple, see a temple, go to a giant industry. See how there is a mass production. And this mass production of commodities results in mass consumption. And that is modern democracy. When everybody is having a chapel, everybody is having a shirt, everybody is having food, it is democracy, equality. Because freedom, before you need freedom from privation, freedom from poverty, freedom from hunger. And our industrial revolution actually ushered in the freedom from hunger, poverty, from deprivation, disease. Now straight away, fast forward, Corona. During Corona time, the world was reeling under the threat of a virus. But India would stand up and invent its own vaccine. And all of us got vaccine for free. It's not a matter of joke. 1.4 billion population getting vaccinated successfully without having any hitch or hiccup. What an amazing thing to see. And not only that, neighborhood first. We gave to our neighbors vaccine. And not only that, we also exported outside. Now, 40% of the drugs in America go from India. Can you believe this? We are exporting medicine to the generic drugs. We are sending to America. So we have made tremendous achievement. We have also to look at our own region, Northeast. Think about the Northeast of 1947 and the Northeast today. I have had colleagues in Mizoram, senior colleagues, professors. They were telling me they used to go by foot from Aizawl to Shillong to Nehu. Nehu was there by foot. 7 days. Now we have got connectivity. I'm not telling that we have got, I'm happy with the connectivity. Anybody is certainly not happy. Because we have seen the 4 lanes, 6 lanes, expressways in the mainland. But because of the topography, you can't have those 4 ways, 6 ways or expressways. But we need to have bare minimum connectivity. Road connectivity I'm talking about. Internet connectivity I'm talking about. I'm talking about electric connectivity. We have to make a lot of work in Northeast. In Nagaland University. Straight away come to Nagaland University. The first thing when I came, the complaint was, sir, there is no internet connectivity. And electricity goes so frequently, sir. Not in Lumami campus I'm talking about. I'm talking about Kohima, the capital. I'm talking about the Majifama, near Dimapur, near the biggest city of the state. Then I said, why can't we have a second alternative internet connection? And it took me around 10 months. Today, I'm completing the 11th month of my joining over here. It took me around 10 months to have an alternative connectivity. We are now having Symbiosis in place to supplement our, what is that, BharatNet? Yeah, MHRD network. I'm not talking about internet. There are so many things we need to work on. Our teachers were not allowed to supervise unless they have got 3 years in service as supervisors, as teachers. Our research scholars were not getting scholarships. Anybody and everybody who is engaged in research has to have a small fellowship at least, if not JRF, UGC JRF. Our teachers were not getting money to travel, to attend seminars and conferences. Our teachers who retired from service did not have their dues cleared. Our students in Lumami, at least I can say, did not have water. One day, 2-3 students, the student union people came to me, sir, we do not have water in our hostels. Immediately, Dr. Abhimo was there. I called him. I said, Dr. Abhimo, tomorrow I want to have the borewell drill right in front of these hostels. And I appreciate here, I record. Dr. Abhimo took all the efforts and got us to one near my bungalow, another near the hostels. Don't think near bungalow means for me. Because there is a tank, water tank there, and there they dug. So basic needs, we are struggling. This is a central university. If you have the right kind of attitude and the frame of mind, you will get resources. You will get the support. Everything you can get, whatever you want. It is a question of time. Because I guarantee all of you that if you dedicate yourself to bring laurels to Nagaland University, I'll stand beside you. We have appointed 30 professors. All of them came through merit. I dare say this in front of everybody. and they are making very good progress. Not that our other professors are not doing. We have to do research, get projects, get research publications, so that we can be part of the mainstream Central University framework. I'm sad. I was saddened when I came to know that our university was not part of the mainstream framework in the rankings. I guarantee you all, in the next 4 years, we should be in the top 100, among the top 100 universities in the country. My teachers are working, my officers are working, my students are working, and anything anybody has got any difficulty, I am there to look into that. But aggression positively is good, aggression negatively is not good. I'm deliberately using certain words. I'm not using any strong words. How we channelize our aggression, how we channelize our energies. Not that our teachers were not working, not that our officers were not delivering, but things were not moving in the way it is desired. I do not want to get into that. Why? Why I don't question. I want to see how we can progress. We have even given money to our young teachers to have seed money to have the startups. 30 teachers, I think, more than 30 teachers have been given, startup money. We are trying to incentivize everybody. Our student last year, the President Students Union, went to the Central Hall of the Parliament and spoke. Is it not a proud moment for us? This year also I am thinking, as and when the opportunity comes, our students should go and make big noise there in Delhi by representing our state. We are on the path. We will definitely achieve it. It's getting late for you, I think. It's sunny. We should really thank the sun god for being kind to us. Yesterday, my driver, Mar, was, praying, tomorrow I wish the weather would be good, sir. Because we saw the arrangements. And he said, sir, for the first time this arrangement is happening. We are having this arrangement. I said, let us pray. And God has listened to us. Certainly God will listen to us if our hearts are clear, our purposes are clear, our vision is clear. I wish you all, again, a happy Independence Day and wish you good luck in your ventures. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
for vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Honorable Vice Chancellor and his lady wife, respected professors, faculty, officers and staff, my dear scholars and students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we would like to thank the Almighty God for giving us this wonderful and beautiful day so that we can all come together and celebrate this 77th Independence Day. I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor J.K. Patnaik, who has come and graced this occasion as the chief guest, and also for his insightful and challenging speech given on this special occasion, that is the 77th Independence Day. I would like to thank also all the dignitaries and including the students who have come here to participate in this function. But a special mention will be made to people who are involved in this program. And first of all, we would like to thank the chairman, the chairperson, Dr. Rumidar, Ms. Jelly Konyak for the patriotic song, then the PG students and the volunteers, especially those who are preparing for the national anthem and then singing for us. I would like to make a special thanks to the GAD department, that is our administration department, the officers and the staff, for arranging all these programs and making the logistic arrangements. The security officer and his boys who are involved in all these arrangements, thank you all. Nusu, thank you for arranging the refreshments. And then especially the Hindi cell for all these arrangements that you have done in the stage and all. I would like to also thank the transport department for arranging the transport arrangements for our staffs to come here and celebrate this program. Lastly, thank you all for coming and gracing this occasion. God bless our country. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, each and every one of you. अंत में आप सबको स्वाधीनता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. जय हिंद.
Yes, sir. Happy Independence Day, sir.
Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day.
Sir, Happy Independence Day.
Oh, hi!
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day!
Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day.